All right. Okay. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Hang on here. I'm going to do this recording on Instagram. Okay. All right. So I'm doing this two different ways. And today I wanted to talk to you about, and let's just go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the basics. I want to talk to you about why I call this the hormone hack. The hormone hack is because your hormones have every say in whether your body is burning fat or whether it is gaining weight or gaining the fat. It has everything to do with it in men and women. But I show you about the woman's side. And there are differences in the men's side, but this is pretty much primarily for the women. But I need for you to understand that I call it the hormone hack because when your body gets all that stress and all those additives, preservatives over time, and your body can't compensate for it anymore, your hormones are the communicators to where all your nutrients go. And when they decide they're tired and wore out and they shut down, that's when you get your fat issues. That's what happens. You can't get any way around it. It is like they are done. So where you could exercise before and compensate for maybe not the greatest eating because your body can handle it, it says, I'm done, not anymore. So all of a sudden those tactics you used to use, especially like in college, could work. You could do the calorie deprivation diet. You could do, I'm just going to go run 3 miles, take care of it. You know what I mean? And then you could kind of regulate it that way. But at some point, yeah, your body is like, done. And that's just the stress of the hormones are just they're just done. They don't want to do it anymore. So then we have to go back and we have to jumpstart them again. We have to heal them. They're not damaged forever because you can reverse this stuff, but you have to know how to do it and you have to have strategy. And that's where I teach you about leveraging food. And I'm going to repeat it over and over and over because it needs to stick, that the food industry and the pharmaceutical industry are not out to make you healthy. They're out to keep you sick. If the food and additives in your food can stay in your food, then the pharmaceutical industry can make medications to combat those ailments that you're experiencing, and you never get healed. That's why you go to the doctor and you have elevated blood pressure, so they put you on blood pressure meds, and then all of a sudden you go back, you got another ailment like your cholesterol's up and you're getting onto another med, and all of a sudden every 30 to 60 days you're on a new medication and you run the cycle, and it becomes very expensive. You become very frustrated and you don't know how you actually got here. Well, I'm telling you, A, it's not your fault. B, it can absolutely be reversed. And C, this is your hope here. So I'm going to just take some time and show you and tell you about your hormones. And you have more than the ones that I'm talking about, but these are the key ones in women that when they decide they're done, they're done. And so I know on Instagram here as I go live, you're not going to probably see what I'm talking about on the presentation. If you want to see the presentation, you'll be able to go over to the Facebook page and you'll see it because I'm going to load it as a video there because Instagram doesn't let you, there's some limitations and that's totally fine. It's just, you're going to hear me talk about it and I'm not going to make it all too terribly long because if you want to go more in depth in what I am saying, then you are going to want to get into my lifetime program called thehormonehack.com/life. And I go into, in depth there. This is just a small component that comes out of what I call the hormone zone. And that's where I'm talking about these 4 sisters, 5 sisters, actually more than that, but you'll see in a minute why. And how I have done my homework and I've brought to you the absolute best foods that a woman can eat to get the most impact and natural regulation of these hormones. And I call it the hormone zone. And these are also found in the recipe book and how you kind of bring it all together. But you have to know that when you're talking about vitamins and minerals and eating properly and deficiencies and all these things, I don't want you to stress over it because here's the deal. As I present this food and this information to you, you have to understand your body is extremely smart. It's always thinking, I need to be able to survive. So it will store up vitamins and minerals in your body to be able to use when it needs it. And you'll be shocked. Especially people who have struggled with their weight for many years, who have had excess for many years, your body has literally hung on to vitamins and minerals that have been in your body for months. And it will tap into those sources. But so I don't want you to get hung up on vitamins and minerals and all those things, and especially like taking multivitamins. That's a whole nother video and a whole nother discussion. But let's just dive into this because I want you to meet your sisters, okay? This is your major hormones and this is what they do, okay? So you got your first one. This is testosterone. Now, I know many people, women go, ooh, well, testosterone, that's like the man's hormone. Well, yeah, in men, this is their major one, that when they start getting belly fat and they start losing their muscle tone and they struggle with their weight, this is their huge one, which is that's down and they need to fix it. Well, in women, testosterone is kind of like your quiet bodyguard. This is one tough hormone, and this is a major influencer on whether you're going to gain weight or if you're going to be burning fat. And you have to understand, for women, we actually want this to be up and regulated, but it's not the same up and regulation like in a man. So don't think about that. We're thinking about women, and we have to have healthy testosterone. Okay, she is your quiet bodyguard. I love Melissa McCarthy in that movie. Well, she's with Sandra Bullock. I'm blanking out on it, but you know what I'm talking about. But this just kind of reminds me of her. This is your fighter. This is your hormone that fights. She fights for your bones. She fights for your brain. She fights for your sex life. She guards against cancer. Like, she is your key to keeping weight off. Okay. She is quiet. We don't talk about her a lot in the women's world because so much of the stigma is attached to men and testosterone, but you have to understand she is extremely important for you. She is your bodyguard. Just remember, testosterone is your bodyguard. She's your bodyguard. But when she has not gotten your back and she doesn't have your back, this is where you're going to see the loose skin, high fat percentage. And even if your weight doesn't change, you can be what people call skinny fat. You know what skinny fat is? Skinny fat is people who look skinny, but they're just like, their skin just hangs on their bones and they have no muscle, and it doesn't look right. And then your bones can get weak. So we want her strong. And so I'm going to show you on the next slide what foods keep her strong. Okay. The best ways to regulate her, the most bang for your buck, which is also going to put all your nutrients in these foods, are like grass-fed organic beef, shellfish, oysters, shrimp, crab. All of those need to be wild caught. We are not talking about farm raised, wild caught. We're talking about chickpeas, black beans, navy beans. And we go into the almonds and nuts, and all of them are raw. Even dark chocolate. 70 to 85% organic dark. I like 72 and above, but 70 and above will still get you that regulation that you need. You just have to be aware of the additional sugars in the dark chocolate. And then other fish are salmon, mackerel, and halibut are the best ones. I did kind of accidentally get a little bit of the beans repeated, but lentils, flaxseed, pumpkins, avocados, bananas, kale, spinach, collard greens, turnips, all those things. And just know that you don't need cups and cups and cups of this. This is just, I mean, you only need, like with nuts, you only need like a handful. And let's see. Okay. My Instagram paused, but all you need is a handful. And like, when I'm talking about like the chickpeas, black beans, and white navy beans, all you need is a cup and you can mix them all together. That's what I love chilies for and stuff. So those are your best ones to give you all the vitamins, your minerals that you're needing, like your zinc, magnesium, potassium, all those things. These are your top ones. This is your most bang for your buck. So remember, testosterone is going to be your bodyguard. All right. Estrogen. Now, she's the only one that you are going to want to stay down. When estrogen is high in women, it causes a lot of problems, okay? We want estrogen to be down, okay? And estrogen hormone is really a triplet. There are actually 3 types of estrogen in your body, but they all kind of work together. So when it's optimal, your body temperature can maintain, your skin is clear and it's shiny and it's tight, your thickness and quality improve. And this is an estrogen when she's down where she needs to be, she will anti-age you. So she'll keep your bones strong, she'll help you regulate your cholesterol. And when you're not regulated, you'll experience headaches, female dryness, depression, hot flashes, fatigue, irregular periods, and mood swings. And that's where those symptoms come from, okay? So estrogen is a hormone we want to keep down instead of up. Just remember that. And the foods that you're going to use are going to be the same ones that I just told you before for testosterone. And then we have some more. So guavas. It's fruit. Bell peppers, kiwi, strawberry, oranges, papaya, broccoli, kale, lemons, Brussels sprouts. Those are some other additional fruits and vegetables that will help regulate that. And again, you don't need a bunch of this. So like strawberries, like 7 medium, that's it. That's all you need, and like 1 orange, you know, a cup of broccoli. So you're not like sitting here just gouging on all these fruits and vegetables and getting confused. So, okay. Progesterone, you want her up. She is your peaceful hormone. She keeps you calm. She keeps you from those crazy, crazy mood swings, helps you with anxiety, depression, quality of sleep, and she works to prevent cancer. So she is vital in getting pregnant. So when women are having trouble getting pregnant, a lot of times progesterone is not, she's not up high enough. So this is where you can also feel headaches, irregular periods, and hot flashes too. So a lot of this stuff is is similar in hormones, but they all work together and they all function together and they all need to be regulated together. So that's why I'm showing you all these foods. So all the foods that help you with progesterone are going to be the ones for testosterone and estrogen to regulate it, in addition to, where'd my slide go? Okay, I missed the foods, but they are the similar ones, and they are going to be, oh, here we go. Here they go. Other seasonings are going to be thyme, kale, lemons, Brussels sprouts. You've already seen Brussels sprouts. You've seen chickpeas, parsley, wild-caught tuna, yellowfin, and salmon, russet potatoes, and chicken breast. So you're seeing a lot of these similar foods that are going to be able to help you regulate even your progesterone. So then let's go to your thyroid. So this is where a lot of people have issues with their thyroid. So we call her your middle sister, that gland that produces and regulates your metabolism. That's where people are real familiar with what the thyroid does. If you have a hypothyroid, you have a slow thyroid, that's where weight gain can be an issue. And then if you have a hyperthyroid, you can have issues with not being able to keep weight on. So, you know, the thyroid is extremely important, and yes, she can be regulated with food too. She also is important for your heart and digestive function, your muscle control, brain, moods, and bone health. And so other foods that I haven't mentioned are like Brazil nuts, asparagus, organic turkey breasts, and then like turnip greens, and every other dish and food that I've talked to you about since we talked about testosterone. So this is what I call eating in the hormone zone. These are the best foods that you're going to be able to have and use to be able to regulate these hormones. And remember, if your hormones only know 2 things, they know either I'm going to be burning fat or I'm going to be gaining fat. That's all they know. And the best analogy I give that I can explain it is, imagine like you're at the post office and you're in the back mail room. It gets chaotic. There's pieces of mail coming from everywhere. Well, that's what happens in your body when you eat. Your body's like a mailroom. It's like so much is going on. There's all kinds of nutrients coming in and they need to go somewhere. Like that mail has to go somewhere because it has to function. It has a certain function. So if your body is concentrating and it's clean, it's taking those nutrients, hitting the hormones and going, go burn fat in my metabolism. Go heal my muscle for protein. I need this extra energy. I need to send that carb over here. And I mean, it has all kinds of functions. But when somebody comes in to talk to you in the mail room and you get distracted and the mail doesn't stop coming in, like the nutrients in your body doesn't stop coming in, it just gets confused and now it's going to the wrong places. Like if someone was talking to me and I'm sorting mail, all of a sudden I'm putting mail in the wrong places and it's disrupting all the operations. And now I'm backed up. I'm gaining mail and I'm not getting rid of it and it's not going anywhere. It's the same thing with your hormones. Your hormones are the communicators that tell you where all of your nutrients need to go in your body and what function they are to do for. So just know these are the major ones. These are the ones that I focus on in the hormonehack.com program. And these are the ones that we heal. And the other hormone that I didn't talk about in here because it's only stimulated through timed eating or intermittent fasting is the human growth hormone. There are synthetic hormones out there for it, but they will not help you. It's a synthetic. And anytime you put a synthetic in your body will adapt to it. And then as soon as you remove it, it stops. So you don't want to be getting on synthetic hormones if you can at all help it, because it's not really going to help you. They help you as long as they are in your system. But then even then, they may not help you at all because it's a foreign entity to your body and your body may reject it. So, but you can naturally stimulate your human growth hormone by fasting. And if you can work yourself into the 8-hour eating window and then work to a 6-hour eating window, you are absolutely going to anti-age your body, strengthen your bones, your fountain of youth. This is the original fountain of youth and where it comes from. And if you can, when you naturally, it's not if, because you will naturally do it, this is where the big turnaround comes. And then when you combine the best foods for your hormone balance, you have a winning strategy to losing the weight, losing the fat, living a life of no deprivation, and living and getting the body of that you've always dreamed of. And this is how it happens. And you do it over and over and over again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and it happens. And you will absolutely change the state of your health. So if this sounds like something you want to do, go to thehormonehack.com/life. I just put in the implementer, and the implementer is exactly all the things I just talked about, but it is in a 7 to 8 page document, and the price is going up on it because I will be shipping this to anyone after the price goes up, to ship it to your house, and you will have it. It tells you exactly what to do, when to do it, and it's color-coded to the cookbook. So when you are looking for these foods that I'm talking about, they're in recipes in my cookbook, and then I have them strategically color-coded so you know when to eat them in your timed eating window. So go check that out, thehormonehack.com/life. Get in there, one fee forever, and no upgrades ever. So anyway, I thank you guys for hopping on today. Just wanted to give you a little rundown on your hormones and what they do and why we need them regulated and why the name The Hormone Hack has come about. So I will thank you for coming on today, listening to the video. If you like it, share it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. You can contact me through DMs, and you can even email me at amber@saltysandals.com. And I will see you guys on the next video.